Assalamu alaikum. This is Protusha Burwal welcoming you to the English news from Btv-Chattogram. Let's begin with the top stories. Holy Shongbad tonight, the glorious night being observed with divine solemnity and religious fervor. Vibrant election campaigns swept across the country, including port city of Chattogram. Jamaat Amir urges votes for 11-party alliance to create corruption-free Bangladesh. BNP Chairman Dailynews to address massive rallies in Borishal and Faridpur tomorrow. A party wants to seize power using strength of muscle, alleges NCP convener. Home Affairs Advisor warns of strict actions against law enforcement members if involvement found implementing party agenda. US-Iran talks in Turkey and threat of attack while UK sanctions 10 including Iran's Interior Minister. And Bangladesh national team beat India by 2-0 goals in SAF Under-19 Women's Championship at Pokhara Rongshal Stadium in Nepal. Viewers, those were the headlines. Moving on to the details. The Holy Shongbad, the night of fortune and forgiveness, is being observed in Chattogram as elsewhere in the country tonight with Jews' religious fervor. According to Muslim belief, it is the night when Allah arranges the affairs of the following year. On this night, Allah writes the destinies of all creations for the coming year by taking into account their past deeds. Muslim devotees offer special prayers reciting from the Holy Quran, hold religious gatherings seeking divine blessings for the well-being of mankind. They pass the whole night offering prayers. Religious sermons centering the Shongbad is delivered at various mosques after Maghrib prayers alongside holding special munajat after Isha prayers. On this day, a huge number of devotees visit the nearest graveyards and offer special dua and munajat seeking eternal peace of the departed souls of their near and dear ones. The country has reached a fever pitch ahead of the upcoming 13th national parliamentary election. The contest is now in full swing. In a festive atmosphere, candidates from BNP, Jamaat, NCP and other parties, accompanied by their supporters, are relentlessly going door-to-door to reach voters, each offering a range of development promises and leaving no ground uncovered. From city centers to port areas, neighborhoods and alleyways, tea stalls, fields and marketplaces, candidates and their supporters remain busy from morning until night, holding rallies, street meetings, country yard gatherings and distributing leaflets. While candidates are visiting voters' homes and making various pledges for development, voters in turn are eager to elect capable representatives whom they can rely on to stand by them in the development of their local areas. After a long 17-year wait, the people of the country are hoping for a free, fair and impartial election. This time, the 13th national parliamentary election will be held simultaneously across the country on February 12 from 7:30 a.m. to 4:30 p.m. with 973 candidates contesting in 298 constituencies nationwide. Meanwhile, the campaign for the 13th Parliament election is going on in full swing. Candidates and supporters of different parties are making appeals to the voters seeking votes in favor of their symbols. The streets and courtyards of the houses in the city are filled with miking, distribution of leaflets, processions of party symbols, and candidates shouting slogans. The rival parties BNP and Jamaat are leading the campaign. The candidates started their election campaign on January 22, while it was started Chattogram the next day. Along with the candidates, their party activists and supporters are also spending a busy time in their campaign. More or less 113 candidates from 25 political parties are in the field in the 16 constituencies of Chattogram in the election campaign. The candidates in Chattogram city are also discussing with the voters to solve local problems. Along with the main contenders of the election, Jamaat BNP, other political parties and independent candidates are also continuing their campaign. The candidates are also promising to cooperate in solving the problems of the port city of Chattogram. Candidates participating in the campaign hope that a competitive election will be held on February 12. The upcoming election is very important to build a corruption-free Bangladesh in the future. However, to build a Bangladesh of our dreams, everyone must cast their votes in favor of the 11-party alliance, including Jamaat-e-Islami. Bangladesh Jamaat-e-Islami Amir Dr. Shofkur Rahman made the remarks at an election rally in Kishoreganj today. Earlier, Jamaat Amir attended a public rally at Kotiadi College ground in the district. Dr. Shofkur Rahman said, Jamaat-e-Islami will build Bangladesh free from injustice and discrimination, a country where the party will not commit corruption and will not allow others to do so either. Later, Jamaat-e-Islami Amir handed over the party symbol to the candidates of the 11-party alliance. As part of nationwide election campaigning, BNP Chairman Tariq Rahman will travel to Borishal, a southern district of the country, tomorrow. He will address an election rally at the district's historic Bell Spy. After a long time, extensive preparations have been made by the people of Borishal to welcome Tariq Rahman. His visit has created a festive atmosphere among party leaders and activists across Borishal and the wider southern region. Party leaders and activists expect that at the rally, Tariq Rahman will outline his plans for the development of Borishal and the entire southern region in the upcoming election. On his return to Dhaka, Tariq Rahman will also attend an election rally in Faridpur. The convener of the NCP and the MP candidate for the Dhaka 11 constituency of the 11-party alliance, Nahid Islam, has commented that a party wants to seize power by using muscle power in the upcoming 13th national parliamentary election. He made the remarks to journalists while campaigning in the capital's Badda area today as part of his election campaign. Leaders of the Jatiyo Nagarik Party were present, stating that a group is trying to seize power through terrorist means to disrupt the smooth environment of the elections. Nahid Islam said, they are attacking candidates of the 11-party alliance and trying to seize polling stations. During campaigning in the Adorshonagar area of Badda in the capital, he made various promises to voters to solve their problems. The government has decided to change the name of the Rapid Action Battalion (RAB) to the Special Intervention Force. Home Advisor retired Lieutenant General Jahangir Alam Chaudhry announced the decision following a meeting of the Law and Order Core Committee at the Bangladesh Secretariat today. He said the law enforcing agency will also get a new uniform while its structure and activities will undergo major changes. Replying to a question, the advisor said the upcoming election will be held in a free, fair, peaceful and festive mood. He said more than 7,000 weapons have been recovered so far. Home Affairs Advisor Lieutenant General retired Mohammad Jahangir Alam Chaudhry has said that strict legal action will be taken if there is any evidence of implementing party agendas in the election. He made the statement today while speaking at a ceremony in Agargaon, Dhaka, where 40 Coast Guards members were awarded medals in recognition of their outstanding service. At the event, Senior Secretary of the Ministry of Home Affairs Nasimul Goni and Director General of the Coast Guard Rear Admiral Mohammad Ziaul Haq, along with other senior Coast Guard officials, were present. Calling corruption the greatest enemy of the state, the Home Affairs advisor said, "Corruption erodes state institutions from within and destroys public trust." He also said that the government will show zero tolerance regarding the neutrality of Coast Guard members while performing their duties in the upcoming 13th National Parliamentary election and referendum. Earlier, he presented medals to 40 Coast Guard members in recognition of their meritorious service. Environment, Forest and Climate Affairs Advisor Soeda Rizwana Hassan has said that a plan on how police will operate in the declared silent zones of Dhaka over the next 6 months will be finalized within the tenure of the interim government. She made the remarks today while visiting the High Court Major Gate area of the capital to inspect a coordinated drive aimed at enforcing silent zones. Rizwana Hassan said that if regular enforcement drives against the use of vehicles' horns by the police and the Department of Environment continue, people can be freed from the suffering caused by the sound pollution. She urged the police to be more stringent in implementing the new regulations to control sound pollution. The advisor also called upon the citizens to be more aware and to refrain from unnecessary honking. The High Court has dismissed a writ petition filed by the convener of the 11-Party Alliance and the National Citizen Party, NCP Nahid Islam, challenging the candidacy of BNP-nominated candidate Dr. M.A. Qayyum in the Dhaka 11 constituency. With the dismissal of the writ, there is no legal obstacle to Dr. Qayyum's participation in the upcoming 13th National Parliamentary election. A High Court bench comprising Justice Fahminda Qadir and Justice Muhammad Asif Hassan passed the order today. Earlier, Nahid Islam filed a writ yesterday alleging dual citizenship and concealment of the information by M.A. Qayyum and sought suspension of his candidacy. Meanwhile, the Supreme Court's Appellate Division ruled that BNP candidates Sarwar Alamgir and Aslam Chaudhry can contest the upcoming elections from the Chittagong 2 and Chittagong 4 constituencies, respectively. However, the court ordered that the final publication of election results in both constituencies will remain suspended until the disposal of the ongoing appeals. The Appellate Division, led by the Chief Justice Jubair Rahman Chaudhry, passed the orders. Formal charges have been filed against 10 accused, including 2 former inspectors general of the police, in a crime against humanity case of the killing of 7 people in 2016 after staging a so-called militant drama in Jadipur, Gazipur. The formal charges were submitted today to the International Crimes Tribunal. The 2 former IGPs named in the case are AKM Shahidul Haq and Muhammad Jabed Patwari. Other accused include former Dhaka Metropolitan Police DMP Commissioner Asaduzaman Mia, former Counter-Terrorism and Transnational Crime Unit CTTC Chief Munirul Islam and former DMP Additional Commissioner Harunur Rashid. In addition, formal charges were also filed at the International Crimes Tribunal against Workers' Party President Rashid Khan Menon and former Food Minister Kamrul Islam in a separate case involving crimes against humanity committed during the July mass uprising. Now, international news. Iran and the United States are set to resume nuclear talks next Friday in Istanbul, Turkey. Iranian and U.S. officials confirmed this to the news agency Reuters on Monday. The meeting will bring together the U.S. Special Envoy Steve Witkoff and Iranian Foreign Minister Abbas Araghchi as part of renewed diplomatic effort to resolve the long-running dispute over Iran's nuclear program and to avoid the risk of a new regional conflict. Several countries, including Qatar, Saudi Arabia, the United Arab Emirates, and Egypt, will be present at the talks. Bilateral, trilateral, and other multilateral meetings are expected to take place on the sidelines. The talks come amid heightened tensions between Washington and Tehran. Tensions escalated last month after Iran cracked down on anti-government protests and the United States increased its naval presence near Iran's coastline. During the protest, U.S. President Donald Trump had threatened to intervene but later refrained from doing so. However, while holding back from direct intervention, he had continued to pressure Iran to reach a deal over its nuclear program. President Trump has already warned of more severe attacks if a deal is not reached quickly, and U.S. naval forces remain deployed near Iran's coast. Ahead of the talks, Iran has also demanded that U.S. military forces be moved away from its coastline. Meanwhile, the United Kingdom has imposed sanctions of 10 individuals, including Iran's Interior Minister Iskandar Moumeni and country's police chief. Israel has finally reopened the Rafah crossing between Gaza and Egypt, allowing injured Palestinians desperate for medical aid to leave. However, the reality is that on the first day of the opening, on Monday, Israel only allowed 5 patients to exit Gaza via the crossing, forcing hundreds if not thousands of others to wait. The reopening of Rafah, Gaza's only land crossing that does not go through Israel, has much been touted as evidence of the progress of the second phase of the United States-backed Gaza ceasefire deal. But events on Monday revealed a different reality, marked by strict security restrictions, complex procedures, and limited numbers being allowed to cross, falling far short of expectations and the scale of Gaza's accumulated humanitarian needs.